mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Malcom. This is the artist formerly known as the Black Dot. With you guys checking in. What's good?
Peace,
everybody.
peace. It is always a pleasure to get with our people.
Absolutely.
Do what we do on a Monday and Thursday. A couple of podcasts in between.
Yeah.
Super excited about this show. Brother Rich is going to call in any minute now. I got King Simon already in the building. This thing is going to pop off. And, so we're excited because we're getting closer and closer to what will be this generation's modern event. It's the conscious community, and I use that word loosely because we so vast, the Super Bowl of consciousness, so to speak. And I love the fact that it's going to be based in health, because health is our wealth for the most part.
Yeah.
And so I'm super duper excited about that. What's going on, Malc?
I'm chilling, man. I like that shirt you got on. I like that.
Oh, the gathering of the masters.
Yeah, that's really dope.
2024. Get a good look at that, guys. This is going to be a commemorative edition. You know what I mean? This joint will not be available for everybody everywhere. We're going to limited edition this joint, so if you get one, you should be honored to have one. You know?
Absolutely.
Let me know when my man pops in this piece and we can really get this thing started. And this stuff is already up on the site. And so let me get Rich in here.
I thought you just said it wasn't on the site. Like, what are we doing?
It's going to be a limited edition, I said. Pay attention, Malcolm. Okay, you went to school.
What are we doing?
You went to school, okay? You did go to school.
What are we doing? So
you
shouts
know
out
what
to
it
everybody
is.
in the chat. Let's do a quick roll call. I see North Philly in the building, Bowen Harbor, Austin in the building, Sumter, South Carolina. What's good?
Okay.
Cincinnati, what's happening?
Memphis.
Cali, what's good? New Haven, what's good?
ATL's in the building.
Delaware in the building, was good. Seattle in the house, was good.
Cincinnati's in the building.
What's happening, everybody? What's good? Justice Born Wilmington in the building, was happening.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Go to bed. Bedtime.
Right. Peace, Dot and Malcolm. Peace to the gods and earths. Absolutely. All right, we got Rich in the building. All right, with no further ado, man, let's bring in the God.
Peace. What's good?
Peace, Rich. Can you hear me?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Sound kind of low.
You sound a little low. but let's see if we can take care of that.
Yeah, there's a little latency on my end. I'm noticing.
Okay.
It's all good.
Okay.
I hear you better now.
Yeah. So what's good, King? How you feeling?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling magnificent. Any positive adjective you could think of, I'm feeling it right now. I just feel like we were born for these times that we're living in, and I'm glad. I'm ready to step up to the challenge. I feel like it's the fourth quarter. You know how in the basketball games when it's the fourth quarter and Jordan
Yes.
steps up or Kobe or whatever, I feel like it's the fourth quarter and I got to step up and play my role because we each got roles, so I got to play my role, and that's what I'm doing to my best of my ability right now.
Well, I don't know if you got to see this T-shirt I got on. It says "Gathering of the Masters."
Oh
King.
shit, Dad! I didn't even notice. Yo, Dad, why you ain't send? What the fuck? Dad, why you ain't? I'm sorry, pardon the language. Why you ain't sent me that?
Oh, it's in the mail. It's in the mail.
Yo, that's fire. Oh my God. Yo, everybody who goes is gonna buy that shirt, bro.
Yes.
Oh,
Yo.
that is fire.
Rich, I gotta tell you, he called you losing your mind like this when you saw it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he literally said he was like,
he
Rich
know.
gonna lose his mind when he see it.
Yo, that with the queen and the king. Oh, that is fire.
Yes.
Side by side. Oh, that's fire. Dad, yo, y'all did your thing, man. Y'all be doing your thing with the merch, man.
Thank you,
Try,
man.
try.
In terms of consciousness, y'all got the merch game on lockdown, man. For real.
Much appreciated. I'm gonna send you some for you, the Queen, and Sirius. So we're gonna make sure the whole family is set up, and we're gonna get these things popping. Now, Rich, let's go back a little bit because people just don't realize how long you've been in the mix. So tell me when you first got the bug for this information. Say it again. Mitch, can you turn your mic up a little bit by any chance?
Check. Does it sound any better?
Yeah,
Check.
Now we
Much
talking.
better?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right. So Dot, man, I gotta give respect to brother Big Man in Harlem. I got my first VHS tape from him, and I used to hang out with Big Man and just buy tapes from him this was back in 2002, maybe 2001, 2002. And eventually Sonetic, this was before Sonetic even came to Harlem. And when Sonetic came on the scene in Harlem, around 2003, I would say, Sonetta's energy was so magnetic at that time. Like, you just want to be around and chill with Sonetta. And I started buying tapes from Sonetta and hanging with Sonetta at that point. And just the information, I loved it, man. This shit is everything to me. Like, a lot of people, I'm gonna tell you, my brother Tone from Brooklyn, he used to be outside with me when I worked in Brooklyn, and he said, yo, Rich, they see you on YouTube, and they say, yo, Rich, they be like, man, that nigga just in it for the money. Like, they don't know, like, yo, like, I got, my heart is into this shit, man. Like, I put in blood, sweat, and tears into this shit. I turned down jobs making $30 an hour when I'm 25 years old just to do this because it wasn't about the money for me. It was about me being happy and the freedom of being an entrepreneur and everything else. So, everybody just see the glory, but like DJ Khaled said, they don't know the story. But I've been doing it for a while. 2003, I met Sonetta, just being around them, soaking them game, learning from them. And I decided to venture out into my own. In 2006, I started filming. My first interview was actually with Dr. Aline Bay. We did an interview in the Law of Attraction. At that time, What the Bleep Do You Know was out. And I think The Secret was out. But I know What the Bleep was out. And we did an interview in the Law of Attraction. And that was my first metaphysical interview. It was a great interview. And I just kept going from there.
Super, super dope because I remember you coming to LIU and sitting up, soaking up all of the information that was there because those moments, we will never see that kind of energy again. And one thing I appreciate about you is your consistency with what it is that you do. So you might have the largest metaphysical conscious site ever. You know what I mean? And so that's a tribute to how long you've been at it, how long you've been doing it, how long you've been putting it in. So we want to give you your flowers. And so let's talk about the Super Bowl of consciousness, which is the Gathering of the Masters. All roads lead to Atlanta, August 10th and 11th. what went into you picking this particular lineup, and some of
Even the
the
name.
things that you went through.
Indeed. I always tell everybody I approach my channel like I'm a record label executive or A&R at a record label, and I know that these speakers, they're like extremely talented. So I feel as though I know how to spot talent, and I know who excels at what, and I see what the people gravitate toward, what makes them move, and I felt like this lineup was just unstoppable with Yaki Awaken. Yaki Awaken. I remember the first time I had him on my show. Somebody had sent me an email saying, "Rich, you got to check out this brother." I clicked on the link. Within 20 seconds, I knew I wanted to interview that brother. I'm talking about literally. Now, I'm not exaggerating. 20 seconds, I said, oh, and I see thousands of emails about people wanting to be on the show. Within 20 seconds, I knew Yaki had to be on my channel.
Nice.
Dr. B is just, his energy is just amazing. And I see it. He represents the golden era of consciousness. He's been able to survive all the ups and downs of consciousness, the YouTube era, the Blog Talk era, the VHS era, the DVD era.
Yeah,
I
that's
see
my
it
guy.
survived it all, and he's still doing his thing with integrity. Shout out to him and his queen side. I said those three, they got to be on there. I was going to have a fourth person, and I was going to have Billy Carson, but Billy got the Anunnaki premiere and also time restrictions. It would have just been too much to have four people speak on the same day. But the same thing with the queens. Sister Myra, I mean, she is, one of a kind. She's one of a kind.
Absolutely.
Dr. Drew Pookrum is a legend. We haven't seen her talk in such a long time. And Queen of Four is Queen of Four. So I was like, wow, yeah, this is it right here. I told myself in my mind, if I could get this lineup, I will change the lives of generations to come. Because this gathering of the masses just isn't about the people coming. Everybody's going to pass this down to their children and grandchildren.
Yes.
This, my son, my grandson, they're going to know about the gathering of the masses and what took place. I guarantee y'all, it's going to be that type of event. Guarantee everybody.
And with that in mind, I remember originally you was going to have Phil Valentine, but due to situations of him staying close to home with his queen, of her recovery, he had to, kind of pass. But one thing Phil would always say is that the gathering of the masters wasn't about the teachers per se. It was about everybody else who showed up there. That you, the audience, you, the people, are the masters. Because you're the ones who are going to take the information back to your community and feed off this information and teach and learn and pass it down. And so by us coming, I'm going to say that the ancestors are going to be so overwhelmed and happy with this event because it's in honor of those who came before. So I hope we're able to do something when we do the libations of all of the ancestors, the teachers who are part of our community who have ascended, because we're going to need their energy in the building.
Yeah, definitely. It's I think what's interesting is the gentleman, a billionaire, I forget the gentleman's name, the billionaire who owns New Black Wall Street, just passed away last month.
Wow.
And when I went last month and everybody was telling me he passed away, they was asking me about my event, and they was telling me like, wow, a lot of people were coming, and they were saying this is the most people that ever came to the venue. Like, there was one event where Rough Riders, I think the biggest event they had in the venue was Rough Riders, and it was about 800 or 900 people there. So they was like, yo, this is going to be the biggest event we ever had. So him passing on, I know he's happy to see his establishment growing and getting bigger. And the biggest event is happening right after he passed away. So I know his blessings will be there on the building that day. And I know he's proud to see his venue be successful, because from here, the venue and is going to get better and better.
That's what's up.
That's dope. Malcolm, you going to ask Rich something in particular?
Yeah, I wanted to know the idea of gathering of the masses, because my pops always talks about the one he went to when this is in the 90s, early 90s or late 90s, and I wanted to know you calling this event the gathering of the masses, is that because of the stories you heard about the first one, and you kind of wanted to like put your own flag as well to kind of stamp your legacy there as well? Like, what went into even like the you choosing the name?
Yeah, I wanted to. Thanks for the question. I wanted to continue the legacy. I actually did a gathering of the masses in 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, 2018 I did one, and I had Phil Valentine was there. Phil Valentine was there for that one, and I asked for his blessing for that one because I know he started the whole metaphysical underground gathering of the masses, and I just want to continue the legacy because the legacy got lost for a little while. I don't know if it got lost, but it just had to take a break for a little while. And you need a certain energy to keep this thing going. So I just wanted to continue the legacy. Like, this thing ain't dead. This thing is well, it's alive. Shout out to Dr. Blair, Bobby Hemmett, Dr. Phil Valentine, and everybody else who influenced me and made this thing happen. Watch out, say.
No, that is critical because there's so many people who came before, and Phil used to do this stuff in his house. I didn't make those in the 80s.
I heard about that.
You know what I mean? But to keep that legacy going, and you mentioned something, we've been through many phases in this particular community, some ups and downs, some shameful moments, but the true testament of what the mission is to stand the test of time and never waver. And we here at Urban X attribute ourselves to that mission too. We never want to waver, so that those who are really here to learn, be uplifted, be inspired, have a place to do so without all the extra drama. So how do you feel about standing the test of time? Because a lot of people have come and gone.
Man, I talk about that all the time, Don. I mean, all the time. Listen, your heart literally has, like, your whole heart, like my whole heart is into this. I mean, my whole heart is into this. And if it's not, you're going to burn out. You are going to burn out. If you're doing it, just because it's trendy, if you're doing it just to make money, if you're doing it to impress somebody, if you're doing it for ego reasons, you are going to burn out. So with my heart being into this, I could survive all the ups and downs. I could survive the disappointments, the victories, and everything in between. And also, you got to remember with this here, with consciousness, is Panic used to say this, and rest in power to Panic. If you do this for the people, you're going to lose because the people are going to disappoint you. And I'm not trying to come at the people, but they're going to disappoint because the people aren't going to appreciate you till you're gone, just like they do everybody else. When you're dead, then they're going to come alive and be like, oh, I love him so much. Oh, he was the great. Oh, he asked the greatest questions in the world. Oh, my God. But you have to do it because it's your sole purpose. And because it's your sole purpose, you're going to help the people by doing that. Yeah. I got a burning fire to learn this information and to remember who I am. And because I'm doing that, it allows me to shine bright. And because I shine bright, it allows other people to see that light and get influenced for that light. So I just think we got the steps to this thing a little wrong, and we want to immediately help the people, but you're going to burn out if you just want to help the people. You have to want to fulfill your sole purpose. And what is your sole purpose? Once you establish that, you ain't never going to burn out. You're going to be like LeBron James. You're going to be in year 20, and you're going to be spending $1 million on your body, and you're going to be doing the best lectures, the best interviews, the best broadcasts of all time because your heart is into it like LeBron's heart is into basketball.
Absolutely. I'm going to drop a bomb to that. Give me a second.
Yeah.
So let's get, I know you got other stuff to get to, Rich, but let's
get
into...
My son keep on. Give me 1 second. Let me give me 1 second.
Yeah.
So real quick, everybody, the link is in the chat right now.
Yo, listen, I want everybody to click on that link. Purchase the pay-per-view event. We get pay-per-views. I think Gervonta Davis is fighting in September. We get pay-per-views for everything, battle rap, music, all types of stuff. This is probably the most important ticket. I guarantee everybody. You know how Don King used to promote the events and make guarantees. I guarantee everybody will remember this event for the rest of their lives. Like this, I'm telling you, I've seen it in my meditation too many times. This is why I knew what I knew when I put it together. This is why I knew it was going to sell out fast. I done seen it. I seen it so clearly. Family, the time we are literally living in the most important times of our lives. As y'all can see, the whole old paradigm is falling right in front of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to take position. We have to play. We have to establish our position in this new world. I'm establishing my position. I want all of y'all to establish your position. No matter how big or small, it's just a new position that we have to establish. And this right here is going to be complete inspiration. Complete inspiration to everybody to do what they got to do for the rest of their lives.
And I'm going to drop another bomb to that in a second. But what happens with this is even the masters have to gather so that we can feed off each other's energy and realign ourselves for the next assignment, because we know what's coming. The elders prepared us for what's coming, and now even the masters have to gather. You are the masters. Come, and it's going to be your duty and responsibility to take this to your community and feed off, because just like when that COVID situation happened, we were prepared. Why were we prepared? Because the elders had already told us what to do, gave us the assignments. We now have to emerge, converge, and be prepared for this next assignment. So tell me about the weekend itself. Like, is there a meet and greet Friday? Is there an after party Saturday? What we doing? Or is that too much for you to take on at one time?
Yeah, I know logistically this probably was a headache, B.
I'm gonna tell you, everything went kind of smooth. The hardest thing was the hardest aspect of it was just getting all the speakers on board. And I'm gonna tell you what makes these things work for me is that a lot of the elders, they, as the youth would say, they fuck with me. So they like, yeah, Brother Rich, you doing it, but to get everybody on board together, it's not as easy as you may think.
I know.
It's not as easy as you would think. The first thing you call somebody, yo, listen, I'm doing this conference. Who gonna be there? They want to know the names. You know what I'm saying? They want to know. Nah, I don't fuck with him. I ain't doing that.
Right.
So it's not easy pulling something off with unity, because there has to be a common thread. There has to be something that unites everybody. And I feel like the speakers, they know the dedication, the integrity that I bring, the merit that I bring to this consciousness. So they like, if Brother Rich, you doing it, I'm there. I'm fucking with it. You doing it. So I feel like that was the most difficult part, getting everybody on board. But once I got that, everything, you have your little hurdles, but everything else been pretty cool.
Yeah, haters come with the territory, Niggas trying to, throw shade in this and that. Like I said, I was behind the scenes on the Gathering of the Masters in the 90s, and some of the stuff I saw and heard, which I will never publicly mention, was like bizarre. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're right. The right energy, the right time, all of that stuff has to, emerge, because I already know. Up here, I joke about everybody. You know what I mean? I just be up here having fun. And now I'm going to get to see some of these people live, and I want to know what their energy is like. Like, did you take that serious? Or, and so it's so much energy that goes into this. But again, what's the overall schedule like? Or is it just the events that you're in control of and other people might be doing other stuff?
Yeah, so we're working on an after party for Saturday. I wanted the after party to be at the same facility, the same venue, but that didn't work out. Okay. So I'm trying to arrange for something at another spot. That's Saturday. But Friday, I know the people, because with the people that bought a live stream, there's a community, a digital community. And by the way, I'm starting a digital village. It's pretty much like a Facebook or whatever, but I'm calling it a digital village. I feel like village is the last ingredient missing in consciousness. We have all the information, but because we don't have the village, people are not able to properly apply it. They're feeling a certain way. They're not confident. They're this, they're that. So I'm establishing a village, and I'm starting with this Discord chat for the Gathering of Masses. So everybody who buys the Gathering of Masses will get a link to a private Discord chat, a centralized group that is just, a lot of people are scheduling a hike up Stone Mountain. People are doing different things, but the Discord chat, everybody's establishing amongst themselves what they want to engage in. It's an all-day event Saturday, all-day event Sunday. Might be an after party Saturday night. So I'm just letting them do what they do. The woman in the Discord chat got it popping, and they're kind of like organizing everything, getting everything together. So shout out to all the sisters in the Discord chat. yeah, the people, they got it popping. They doing what they got to do in the Discord chat. So the first thing I would say is when you get your ticket, whether it's a live stream, a pay-per-view ticket, or whether you're going in person, but on person is sold out, so you can't get no more of those tickets. The first thing you need to do is wait for your Discord link and go in that chat and talk with the people, talk with the community to establish what y'all going to get into that Friday, that Thursday, or whenever.
No, that's nice. That's nice. That's super dope.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Remember, we all here to help you, Rich. So when we all get down there, we're going to make sure collectively, and I know I speak for all the brothers and sisters, anything you need, you just say it. You know what I mean?
Listen,
I know
I
King Simon is going to be emceeing. You couldn't have a better person doing that. You know, keeping the crowd live. I heard Sinetta's going to be there. I know. Give me the names. Just run down the names who are not going to be on stage.
Listen, I mean, and like I said, this event, let me just preface it by saying this. A lot of times in life, for me to get where I got to get, like I said, I just soaked up game. So I was around Sonetta, Big Man, around other people, just observing. We do too much talking, and when you're doing talking, you're not observing and absorbing properly. So if you're just quiet and you observe and you absorb the proper energy and the proper frequency, it will rub off on you. So it's not just about the people on stage. You get to mingle, you get to talk, you get to politic, you get to network with Black Dot, Urban X. They're going to have a whole booth. I got to show you the picture of the booth. That is beautiful. They're going to have a whole booth with their merchandise and everything. You're going to get to politic with them. You're going to get to talk with B-Dell. You're going to get to talk with the brother Sharif Bey. You're going to get to talk with Roz Ben, Infadishi, Sonetta, Red Pill, Blue Pill, Aquarius Maximus. I mean, the names go on. I don't have it written down in front of me, but
Professor
many
Griff.
people. Professor Griff, Soleil. I'm going to have Soleil on my show in a little while tonight. Soleil will be there. Professor Griff will be there. KT, the arts degree, is going to be there, posted up with a booth, doing his thing. There's so many people that's going to be there with booths. This is like Blue Pill called it the metaphysical Madison Avenue. If you ever been in New York and you drove down Madison Avenue, you see Gucci, Fendi, Bottega, Versace. You just see, you be like, God, you be like, oh shit. You be like a who's who of it. It's gonna be like that. You're gonna be like, wait, Black Dot is there? Oh shit, this person is there, that person's there. You're gonna be like, oh my God, you're gonna be amazed. There's nothing that has never happened like this. I guarantee it, family. I'm saying this with complete confidence. This is the first event. Usually the event is about the speakers on stage. You cannot even watch the speakers on stage and have the best time of your life by just congregating with all the metaphysical masters in the vendor community. There's going to be this. Your mind is going to be so many. This is why the event is so amazing. I told the people, everybody that goes there and everybody that buys the live stream, I'm getting everybody lifetime access. So if you go there, you'll get a download of the video sent to you, because I know you're not going to be able to absorb all the teaching at that time, because your mind is going to be in so many different places. Listen, make sure you're there. It's not just about the speakers. The entire community. Minister Jew is going to be there. I mean, the list goes on and on. And I can't remember everybody right now, but the list goes on and on. But listen, damn near the entire community is going to be there. It's going to be, everybody's going to have the time of their life and soak up game, absorb this energy, this frequency, so that you may implement it in your own personal life. I'm just thankful to be the vessel, the vehicle, the macabre that brings this to the earth realm at this time in 2024.
And with that being said,
if I had the American flag, I would wave it. You know, God keep me so. If I had the American flag, God bless America.
God bless America.
If Rod Hayes was here, he would tell us we are the original inhabitants of America. We are the indigenous. We are the Mississippians and everything else, the fly shit they say. God bless America.
And with that being said, my brother, I support you. I look forward to what's happening. I can't wait to get down there, touch base, and make this magical, add my 2 cents to making this magical event happen. I know you got Soleil coming on the show. She had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Soleil.
Happy birthday, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Happy birthday, Soleil.
And so with that being said, Brother Rich, we want to thank you for being here.
Yes, the link is in the chat,
your package will be in the mail.
Thank you.
All right, your package is in the mail.
Listen, fam. Let me just say this. When I get the package, if I wear that shirt for like 5 shows in a row. Don't have jokes, all right? The shit clean. They be like, Brother Rich, you ain't changed your shirt. Nah, cut the bullshit. I'm wearing it like 5 shows in a row.
Let's send them some different colors. Let's send them some different colors.
Flavors. Yeah.
Okay, appreciate it, because I'm gonna be rocking it hard.
Yeah.
But listen,
Appreciate
family, I
it.
look forward to seeing everybody there. Click on the link. Black Dot, thank you. Malcolm, thank you. Mama Dot, thank you. The whole Urban X, thank you. I appreciate it just for having me on and sharing the link. And I'm gonna have you a commercial for y'all real soon, so stay tuned for that. But I appreciate all the love and support from everybody. Thank you, family. Appreciate it.
Peace.
Family.
Appreciate you.
Peace.
That was our brother Rich from Black Magic.
Yes.
363. You could tell he's excited.
Yeah, you know what? Like, I don't understand how he had a problem convincing anybody. His energy, the way he's explaining that, I'm ready to go on stage. And I'm not even,
and wild out, right?
Yeah.
Crash out. But you got to remember, again, even in communities, everyone is not on the same accord. Everyone don't agree with the same. And so we used to have to put, even though Bobby and Phil had philosophical differences, no beef. Whenever we did something, we'd have Phil have his own day, and then we'd have Bobby have his own day. You know what I mean? And other individuals who may have philosophical differences, because sometimes the philosophical difference is the contrarian energy in the room that you don't need. Because if I bring the Moors and then I bring Pan-Africanists and they both doing a lecture at the same time, the energy in the room is contrarian, so to speak. So sometimes you got to give the Moors all our science. You got to give them their time. And then you have to give the Pan-Africanists their time. Phil was the master metaphysician in health, and Bobby was dark side energy and the more of a cult realm. So you had to allow for these energies because we are so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like right now, you can't have Puerto Ricans and FBA in the same room when it comes to hip hop.
Why'd you do that?
Can't.
Why'd you do that?
Can't do it. You know what I mean? And so, all right, okay, so all jokes aside. So with that being said, you want to get to this commercial break real quick?
Yeah,
Don't
we're going to get to a
forget this
commercial
notes
break, and then we're going to
is-
come back and with the regular scheduled program and show like we usually do to talk about some of these things that's going on in the world.
This is on the site already. All
Okay,
right,
go
it's
get
on the
one.
site in black and in
So
white.
if you're not going, you can act like you was there.
Right. If you're not going, you can act like you was there, or just if you want to be in the spirit of that while you're watching it.
Watching.
Put
Facts,
your shirt
facts.
on, and you're in the building. This is made out of gold, so we're gonna be doing something magnetic. You know what I mean?
I like
And
it.
with that being said, we're gonna head to this commercial break.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Welcome to Turn a New Leaf, where we believe in the power of nature to heal and transform. In a world filled with synthetic solutions, we offer a different path. A path rooted in ancient wisdom. Just as every leaf in nature has the potential to change and grow, so too do we have that potential and power to transform our lives. Our mission is simple: empowering individuals to reclaim control of their health. Behind every product is our team that is dedicated and committed to harnessing the power of nature to provide you with safe, effective solutions. So whether you're looking to support your immune system, improve your digestion, lose weight, or simply enhance your overall well-being, we have something for you. So take the first step on your journey to optimal health. Visit our website today and start turning a new leaf with Turn a New Leaf. Nature's solution for a healthier, happier you. See you on the other side of health.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, sending infinite thanks to your higher selves, your legions of angels, your ancestors, your spirit animals, and divine source itself for allowing us to continuously connect in this time and space. I am so grateful to be a beautiful vessel to assist you on your journey and help facilitate healing. Be sure to visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, where you can view my blogs, exclusive videos, and schedule all of your services. I can also be reached at 786-828-8722. Be sure to also view my YouTube channel, where I have hundreds of videos for you on your spiritual journey. Thank you so much, wealthy family. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.
And we're back.
And we are back.
Thank you guys for being here. Mr. Darius, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you. And shout out to everybody that's already bought a shirt. That was kind of
Oh, that was dope.
Y'all work quick.
That's dope.
All right, so let's get to some of this news.
So
as Brother Rich was talking about. Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So I'm getting word from the streets that the decision for Biden to step down has already been made. When a speech has already been drafted, that we're gonna probably hear about it this weekend, before the weekend is out. Now, I saw a report early morning yesterday, I think through Axios, that said Biden would agree to step down if there was a medical reason for him to do so, right? That was early in the day. Afternoon, I see another report from everywhere that Biden came down with the vid. I said, what are the chances of that? Right?
Yes.
Like, what are the chances that's happening? So I was just like, okay, they just kind of gave him the perfect out of, to bow out of this. Now, the question for the Democratic Party, because apparently they are in disarray because they really have no one to run against Trump right now. No one front facing.
Okay.
Kamala Harris won't do it. People don't like her. I don't think. And then as much as, the Democratic Party and Twitter likes to hype up black women in the Democratic Party, like black women are going to take this over, they don't have the numbers to do so.
Right.
That's just numbers. It's just math, right? Gavin Newsom, he's still, on the boat saying he's not going to run for him. And Gavin Newsom, his own state right now isn't looking the best.
Yeah.
As far as just policy, as far as money that's gone missing.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later. So I don't know about that. JFK Jr., not sure about that either. His ideals are a little too radical, I'll say, for mainstream politics. So I'm not sure. Who do you think?
First, I want to say this. It's important for the Democratic Party to not look weak in this situation. And so they've been plotting a way to get Biden out of the way because the optics just don't look good, right? And the optics of this started with the predictive programming weeks ago.
Yeah.
Right, with the, he doesn't look good, with the, the debate. From the debate on, they've been plotting behind the scenes. And so this COVID announcement, if that's going to be the official story, we know is smoke and mirrors in order to move him out of the way. What I don't think is that they don't have a plan in place. This is America. This is politics. This is the Illuminati, right? And so order out of what, Malcolm?
Chaos.
Order out of chaos. So looking chaotic And then all of a sudden, out of that emerges who they wanted to run in the beginning is what I personally are, excuse me, are expecting. And so don't get caught when a candidate shows up that you didn't see coming, but now they have the momentum needed to move this further.
Yeah,
That's what I'm going to say with that. Now, as far as Kamala Harris is concerned, go ahead.
No, because what I was going to say is they have about 4 months until the election day, right? That is actually great for a new candidate because you don't have a lot to poke at like you do with Trump.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like this whole thing between Trump and Biden, they both have 4 years in office as president to poke at each other.
Right. And
right?
you can nitpick, right.
Everything. And what bugged me out was that nobody ever talks about the previous 40 years that Joe Biden's been in office.
Right.
Right? Like he's been like a politician for like 50 damn years. He's been in the White House as a VP for 8 years, as a president for 4 now. Nobody picks at that. They just kind of say, we just need somebody other than Trump.
Mm-hmm.
If they, so a move, just a decent replacement could do wonders.
Yes.
It really could.
Somebody
really
that
could.
you didn't see coming.
Yeah.
Somebody who was in your face the whole time that maybe even from a political standpoint you don't like. See, you got to look at it like this. Donald Trump wasn't a politician.
Right. Right.
People like Donald Trump from the damn reality shows and from him so-called being a businessman. So do not associate this with all politics.
I didn't think about that.
No, think about that. Shit, George Clooney could step up and you go,
or The Rock.
Or The Rock. And be like, you know what? I'm fucking with The Rock. And it has nothing to do with especially when it comes in their minds to black people. We want a hip-hop concert. We want some hot sauce. We want to make sure we black. We want to cook out. This is how they see our vote. And so us being the galvanizers of all of this, because we're the most melanated, advanced people in the universe, right? I keep telling you, this is not always about the agreement here. It is the spiritual agreement to be here at this time to allow certain things to happen. So these people are sorcerers where it's funny, you're the one with the magic, but they're the one orchestrating the sorcery. Think about it like that. If I don't tell you you're magical, but I put you in scenarios in which your magic must express itself. Sort of like you going to the hood and finding a dude with a 52-inch vertical and you move him away from all the things that's distracting, and then all of a sudden you see him as an avatar doing some crazy shit. You move him to the NBA, he makes you trillions of dollars. LeBron James is a Goyim of sorts and an avatar that has made trillions of dollars for an industry where he himself may not recognize just how magical he is. Not the fact that he know he can jump and run. That's a given. But the magic in that is putting this particular situation together and allowing the magic to happen, right? And so we the people, the original people who have no birth record, we're just here because we agreed to be here to be the custodians of sort of this kind of shit. But we still got to get in the game. Like I was watching Dark Knight the other night and Heath Ledger was like, I got to get you guys into the game. Like, you know, let's make this happen. Same thing with this politics situation. When we collectively are in it, it's on. And then we think these people are the one with the magic until we move the curtain back and see that little person that was orchestrating this shit the whole time. What the fuck's going on here? And so, same thing with politics, sports, medicine, all of this stuff. We are the ones who are making this happen. And the sooner we realize that, a lot of those Masonic orders, they know it too. You possess the same chants, the same rituals, or the potential to access quantum energy to make things happen. But if you don't know the proper rituals, tonations, and sounds, because they kept them away from you, even though each and every one of us have the same ability, but because they have the cheat codes to how it's done, because they kept that secret amongst themselves, you don't know you the Grand Mason. You don't know that you the master, if that makes any sense to the people.
No, absolutely. I am as Rich said, like we're here at a really special time to just kind of see all of this be played out, and it's something to kind of know it, but it's also something to know it and then everybody else just look the other way to something, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating, bro. Like people are just kind of stuck on this one thing, and I'm just like, no, the game is happening right here, man, and we just get so easily caught up in everything else. You know what I mean?
Right.
But going back to, I guess, the earthly stuff that's going on in politics, I'm starting to see it. Going back to the Trump stuff, I'm starting to see more people come out and say there was a second shooter at the attempt, and they feel like they know where he was. Apparently, somebody was at the water, what's that called? The water tower that was near there, and people are starting to put together that there were shots actually coming from there, and
Is that person, the one that hit the dude from behind the head?
I believe so.
Okay, I said that.
Yeah, I believe so.
You know what I mean? That bullet that so-called whizzed by Trump is not the one that hit homie.
Yeah.
They said homie got hit in the back of the head from somewhere else. Mm-hmm. And that goes into the grassy knoll shit. You know what I mean? No, I heard the shots come from here. And so you're seeing more and more pieces of this come together, and something went wrong on somebody's part. So when I said that this was a staged event, I think people took it literally like I said. I meant Trump staged. Somebody staged something. Because none of that makes any sense. So even if it wasn't Trump staging it, somebody was staging something. Did you see the Secret Service lady who couldn't even put her gun back in her holster?
Yeah.
Like she looked confused. Like, who are you hiring?
No, you're right.
So, and then, now people have time, because I told you, in this era of social media, everything is speeding by. So now what used to take us 10 years to decode because they didn't release this and the government had the ability to hold on to that, all of that shit is happening in real time. It's people right now cutting and editing that shit together in real time and put together a comprehensive breakdown that you go, yo, that makes sense.
And what's happening now, what I've also seen as well, is that now because everybody has their own following, and there's YouTube channels and, like ours and stuff like that, but there are a bunch in, the right-wing party as well, right? Mm-hmm. What they're doing now, what happens now is if I'm there and I rock with whatever channel, like it's a channel called like the Hodge twins, these black dudes, they twins, but they Republican and stuff like that, they're sending stuff directly to them. Like they're not even posting on their own. They're sending it directly to them, and then they're sitting on it, waiting for. And then like, there's somebody else who's a follower for this channel, the Daily Wire, like whatever it is, and everybody is getting their information that way, and people are sitting on it waiting to see what comes out, and then dropping it like, oh well, I got this angle over here, because I saw an angle super clear behind Trump, like the person was zoomed in on him, and then he happened to turn the camera in on himself, and then shots rung, and then like he put the camera back on. It's interesting now how the social media detectives and stuff like that get their information. It's different.
Did you see the Secret Service man tell that photographer to move out of the way? He walked over to a section and said, "Can you You and this lady, as soon as they moved out of the way, the shots rang out. And so
I'll show you.
Go ahead.
Show you something else. Right before I believe the shots went off, there were stock movements that were happening. People were shorting stocks right before
I heard.
right before the shots went off and stuff like that. So people knew.
Right.
Obviously, somebody knew what was about to go down.
Sort of
You know
like,
what I mean?
who was his name? Silverstein or whoever had purchased the World Trade Center 4 months before, the attacks. And because each building was separate, he got double the payment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so then let's factor in cognitive dissonance.
Real quick, it was the Austin Private Wealth LLC.
Yes.
Who they have a connection with BlackRock. They made a lot of money right before all of this happened. So
yes. Side note, the lady with the glasses did not have the sign. Upon further review, remember I said the lady with the glasses held the sign?
Yeah.
On my phone, it looked like that. It was the lady in front of her with the sign. She did have her phone, and so I wanted to make that clear because one of our supporters had brought that to my attention. But cognitive dissonance is me and you can see the same exact thing. And because of our predetermined notions about what our beliefs are, we both can come back with contrasting results, outcomes of the same exact thing. That's what we mean when we start getting into the psychology of the mind.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I can watch a documentary on flat Earth, and you can watch a documentary on the Earth being round, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we both could swear what we saw was the absolute truth based on our predetermined notions about the outcome of the situation.
Yeah, that's you realize, like, trying to convince people of anything, you can't convince. Like, you have to just, as Brother Rich was talking about, like he said, if you do stuff like solely for the people, they're gonna let you down. Right? So you could try to give as much information as you possibly can, but they might let you down. They just might not see it. That 2 + 2 might not equal 4.
It don't.
It might not equal 4 to them.
To.
Right. So the best you can do now is just kind of present the information, and like sometimes like they have to just come around to it on its own. Yeah.
Right? Because it just is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not in this for truth. I'm in this because I rock with so-and-so.
Right.
And whatever so-and-so says, or that's just what it is. And because if it was simple as I hear the truth, thanks for that truth, and my life changed, we wouldn't have no falsehood in the world. We wouldn't have no grifters in the world. We wouldn't have no misdirection and miscommunication. If it was that simple. You're smoking, you watch a show to say, smoking kills so-and-so. You know what? I didn't know that. Let me put this cigarette out. And no, it just doesn't work that way. So truth is relevant to those who want to believe it. And then there's absolute truth. You know what I'm saying? The sun will come up or this and that. But the rest of that is, if I can wiggle, look, you got people who's been following the Bible their whole life. And now, the Bible give them some wiggle room to do things that the Bible was completely against.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And so truth is subjective. As crazy as that sounds.
You're right.
Yeah. And this is why a preacher, a grifter, a lecturer, an occult leader, a cult leader, all of them have a place in this world, is because they know beyond a shadow of a doubt there are always going to be people who rock with me because they like me. Or what I'm saying sounds good, and no matter what the detractors say,
it just strengthens
only
their
making
position.
them stronger.
Yep.
This shit
Yeah.
works in reverse. This is bizarro world. The more I reveal about you, that's here go the stats. This nigga's mugshot, real name, this. None of that shit means nothing.
Yeah.
Now you just pull me closer to
Right.
this individual. This
Yeah.
world is crazy. So the psychology of people, you have to be doing this because it's for you. You're putting it out for the reflection of self that can be echoed back on into your reality to make your life a better place. This is why I'm always saying revolution and all of that starts at home. It starts with you building a foundation and not worrying about the rest of that stuff because you can't control that stuff. That's all.
No, that's right. That is a fact. That is a fact. So pay attention to this, and I don't know if stick it to the election really quick. If Biden drops out, I think his replacement be Trump. That's just my theory.
Okay.
My theory.
Well, first of all, we want to shout you out because you said Biden would drop out of this race.
Yeah.
You said that a couple of months ago, so kudos to you for that. For every action, there's a reaction and a counteraction, so we'll see. They may have just been waiting for Trump to announce his vice presidency candidate before they said, okay, now we are in position to make our move. It's a chess game. It's all a chess game.
Yes, it is.
Right?
All right. Yep.
All right.
So let's get to this. Hit the button.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So we gotta talk about this Sonya Massey case, man. This is disturbing, bro.
This was very disturbing.
So this happened July 6th, and where she called the police because of I believe a stalker incident, a prowler incident, and she called the police. The Illinois sheriff's deputy came, and the deputy Sean Grayson, he fired some shots, and apparently he killed Sonia Massey, and apparently his body cam showed that he shot her in the face because he told her to put down a pot of boiling water and to put her hands up, and then declared that he shot in the face and then said I'm sorry, and then to discourage his other deputy, his partner, from getting a medical kit to help her.
Yes. Okay.
So she called for help and she ended up getting killed.
Right. So she called for help. The two officers showed up. One of them went around the back of the house and was scoping out the perimeter. Yeah. This particular deputy put that piece of shit up, was in the house. And from what I'm being told and some of the stuff I read, there was a pot of boiling water on the stove. Yes. This is how it was said. He instructed her to take it off the stove so I guess it wouldn't boil over or something. When she picked up the pot, he told her, drop it. Yeah. She drops it and holds her hands up and says, I'm sorry, and then begin to cower down behind a table, allegedly. He walks around the table and pumps 3 shots into her, 2 in the head, 1 in the chest, right? When his partner, whose body cam was on the whole time, runs in to administer CPR, whatever, he told his partner, don't worry, it's too late or whatever. And his partner still attempted to do so. And they are charging him with first degree, 3 counts.
3 counts,
of first degree murder. When you get charged with first degree murder, let the people in the comment section help me out. That's almost like it's premeditated. That's not manslaughter, like you wasn't sure. First degree means that there was a clear intent to take this person out. And so what I want to know is, was there something previously going on? Was he on a white supremacy mission? Did this motherfucker black out? What?
And you know how it really got? Because when the police when the sheriff's department said, "Yo, we didn't train him to do none of that," and they kept him, he didn't even get bond. He's still in jail.
Yeah.
He didn't even get bond, and that's when you know that must have saw something on that to go. Okay, we can't even put a spin on this. Like, we can't even
where was
say
this at again?
Illinois.
And so, son, R.A.P. to Sonya Massey's family.
Yes.
Our deepest condolences for such. And they are going to release the partner's body cam footage this week.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, I believe the family has already saw it. They're going to release it to the public. So we're going to watch to see the public's response to this and how this is going to go down. Very interesting stuff. Brutal, just straight out blatant murder. And this is why black people don't call the police. Because we become the target.
Yeah.
We become the damn target. I call for help and you shoot me in the face.
Yeah.
And it's very bad. He looks like a white supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I was reading the story like, what? Like, come on, man. Like, she was better off not calling the police and letting her fate up to whatever you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was afraid of, sadly enough, man. That was crazy.
And I'm so glad. I don't know who his partner was. I'm glad the partner's body cam was on. Now watch this. In cases like this, they usually charge both police officers. Even though that police officer may have not had nothing to do with it. And I don't think that's fair if that other police officer demonstrated that they were doing the job as they were supposed to be doing. And I don't want that to come across as, because if it's two white officers, somebody put this clip together and say, I'm capping for white people. No. If you do your job, we have no problem with you.
Yeah.
Right? And if you was doing your job, protocol, cameras on, gave, resuscitation, but your partner was on a solo mission, that's tough.
Yeah.
So when they get to the bottom of it, I hope those who deserve justice receive it, and those who were doing their job are, not blamed for other stuff.
Absolutely. All right, let's get to some more stuff.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Okay, earlier this week, Joe Bryant passed away. It's Kobe's father. He passed away. And I felt like we were just talking about Vanessa, and we were just talking about what the best friend was saying, that the sisters, and they all had to work regular jobs because she wasn't giving him. I feel like we were just talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to pass away, I just think, like the timing was kind of crazy. So condolences to him too.
Yeah,
to that
condolences
family as well.
To Kobe, who was very close to his father. He's very close to his father.
Yeah, like, what's crazy? Like, the way people talk about him, but, like, I only see pictures of them, like, embracing. I only see pictures of them, like, after his championships and stuff like that. Like, that's what I see. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, the way that, like, how it ended, I don't know how it got to that point.
And it got, even in her statement, people had problems with, because she was saying, well, basically it could have been better, but, it is what it is, and he was nice when he was here, or something to that effect. And so it ended sloppy. The fact that they had to sell memorabilia just to stay alive. And I'm not saying that was the cause of his death or anything.
Right.
When you get to the point where survival, because really, it's all about survival, and I'll sell all of this shit for survival. And so there was no shame in what he was doing, but the fact that his son has an estate of probably close to $1 billion, and this has to take place, shows a level of hatred or disdain for, situation, and so it's tough. And I'm not sure if it's just because the family, and I think rightfully so, you marrying a teenage girl who you just met, any family would have a little apprehensive toward that, you know? Why is she here? Is she here for just the money? This, that, shouldn't you give her some time? Maybe, you know, so, but maybe she took that personal and she never let that go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But she also fired her own mother.
Oh.
The mother was caring for
right.
the children.
That's right. Don't
forget
yes,
about that, because the mother sued her. And so,
yes.
Is this somebody who's money hungry? Was she Kobe's handler? Was she dealing in the dark sciences? Because I hear so many conflicting reports of stuff like that. I heard, let me hit allegedly.
Allegedly.
That
Yeah,
Snoop
you've been
is the
slacking on
one-
that button.
Yeah, Snoop is the one who sicked that girl on Kobe.
Allegedly.
You know what I'm saying? That she was dealing with some other gangbanger out in LA who went to jail and she continued to take care of.
Allegedly.
All right? And so there's so many moving parts to this story. So, but deepest condolences to the dad. What does this now mean for the mother? Right? Is she going to be financially taken care of? Does she have some health issues we don't know about? You know, just some things to think about.
No, absolutely. So, all right. So, we want to take a quick commercial break.
Yes.
And then or we want to keep going? We can keep going.
Let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
No, did Mama Dad say keep going? Okay, she said keep going.
So, this was some good news. I thought it was dope. The WNBA, they're closing in on a new media deal that will bring them about $200 million per year.
200 million?
Yes, per year.
Okay. For 10 years.
I think it's yes. And their current deal, they get about $50 million per year.
Oh, well, let's click that out.
Yeah.
All right. I noticed what they're doing now, and I'm not sure if this questions the integrity of the game, or because now all of them female basketball players, they not looking like bulldaggers and shit. They out here modeling and showing ass and tits and
they're not doing that.
They damn near are, and they into this celebrity shit now. And so I don't know if this is the new. I'm just asking, is this the new rollout, which is bringing more exposure and light to the game?
Okay, all right. So 1 + 1 has to equal 2, right?
Not all the time.
So no. I'm just talking about business, right?
Yeah.
So if more eyes are on the business and they start seeing that people are still into celebrity, they're still into how they dress and all that good stuff, and you know the stuff they do on Twitter and Instagram. So that's what's bringing people initially through the doors, and I think a better product from their game, and I think it's keeping them there. Obviously, because it's just more exposure, so they have to put out a better product. I think that warrants a better media deal, and I think that's what's happening.
Okay, Malcolm, you took the politically correct road, as you should. That's your job. My job is not to take the politically correct road. That's what makes this show so dope, right?
Right.
They can rely on you to keep it clean.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that, right? I remember a time I could barely watch this shit. Not only because was the product terrible, them chicks was looking like they were straight out of a prison movie. Not all of them. A lot of them was cute, but some, you know. And so, not saying it's a bad thing to market your game, and I do think the product itself has gotten better, right?
Yeah.
Because now you got guys watching the game, but watching also the walkthrough. Chicks are coming through.
Yeah.
They ain't coming through with a hoodie on and bandanas and shit, big ass braids and shit, scars and tattoos. Like, where the fuck they find this chick at? Shit, you know what I mean? They coming through looking sexy. They coming through with the latest styles.
Right.
You know, and so if it's bringing more eyes to the game, I have zero problems with it. I just was noticing that I'm watching chicks with their ass out now doing photo shoots and and long hair and, all of this shit. And so, just saying, And that ties into the Jaylen Brown statements.
Oh my God! Come on, man.
Yeah.
So he got caught. It wasn't even a real hot mic. It was just he just got caught.
Yeah.
He just got caught. He was at the G League game and he turned to the girl he's dating now, who's she just got cut. I forget her name.
From the Chicago. Yeah.
Yes, and then Angel Reese. And he said, "I don't think Bronny is a pro." Something to that effect, and they agreed. And so people caught it immediately, and then he came out with a statement after. I think he should have ignored it.
Yeah,
personally. What do you think? What do you think?
Nowadays, why do you think LeBron and Steph Curry and them do this when they're talking to each other?
Yep.
Right, because they got people who reading lips and trying to interpret what you guys are talking about and this and that. And so this is his fault. You are the finals MVP.
Yes.
You walk in there with Angel Reese, probably going to be the rookie of the year. Some people say Caton, whatever. And, another WNBA or former WNBA player.
Yeah, I forget her name. Yeah.
You're sitting in the front row. What he has to recognize, his celebrity has moved to another level now.
He's not regular no more. Yeah, he's not regular. He has to understand, like, it is not the same.
It's not the same.
Not the same, yeah.
He can't scratch his ass. He can't dig in his nose. He can't palm that little cutie's ass. He can't do none of that. And more importantly, you can't speak openly, without people interpreting or attempting to interpret what you're saying. The funny thing about it is, and this is my nephew, I love him, I'm gonna get him on the phone later, is when they looked at his shot attempts after 26 shots, and Bronny James after 3 games, his shit was worse.
Yeah,
he was the number 3 pick, right? And so that's the ironic stuff about it. It's a learning lesson. He'll just have to be careful on what he speaks. I bet he'll learn that lesson now. So he felt the need to come out and get, in front of it. And I'm not sure Clutch Sports is appreciating that. LeBron and them are petty.
And I think he needs to kind of throw his phone for a little while. Because he's just making a lot of uncharacteristic moves on social media.
But
like he's responding to people
when you're not ready for the happening.
Yeah, like he's responding to people. I just think he don't need to respond to.
Right.
He's commenting under people's Instagram posts and he said somebody else was a first option on the team when your teammate is on the team. Like he's just doing a lot.
That's an emotional state that he's gonna have to learn to let that stuff go, because it got Kevin Durant caught out there. Because he had the burner account. He forgot which account he was on. You know what I mean? And so let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And with that being said, we can get a commercial in here now.
Yeah, now we're going to take a quick commercial break. We shall be right back.
And come back with some questions or something.
Yes.
All right. How y'all doing tonight? Ladies looking good. Listen, I grew up on hip hop. You guys grew up on hip hop. Skinny jeans, dresses, mumble rap, funny hair, auto tunes. What the hell is that? Purses. Oh my God, this is crazy, man. Listen, you guys have been a great audience. Log on to shopurbanx.com to pick up the latest in urban apparel. I love you. Good night.
So let me know if you've heard any of these before. Families can't work together. Family businesses just don't work. Never mix money and family together. All wrong. Okay? And I should know. For the past 7 years, I've been working with the people that I love and trust the most. My family. We've been able to do some incredible things. Okay, we have over 60,000 YouTube subscribers, over 12 million views, over 1 million podcast downloads, 3 published books, mine included, okay, a 6-figure merch line and a 6-figure membership and so much more, okay? And we've been able to do that with family being the foundation. Now, what if I told you there's a proven 3-step system that I call the FAM method that not only makes family businesses work, but also thrive? So this is what I did, because I know there's a lot of people out there who would love to build a business with their family, the ones that they love and trust the most, but they just don't know how to start, or they have something, but they just don't know how to grow it, okay? So I created a free training where I go step by step in the 3-step system of the FAM method and to show you how to not only create something that works, but also is successful. All right, all you have to do is click the link below, give me your name and email, and we can get started, all right? Don't let the myths and misconceptions fool you into thinking that you cannot build something amazing with your family today, all right? Peace. And we are back.
Yes, don't forget, we have these already in
ShopUrbanX.com.
ShopUrbanX.com. Gathering of the Masters ATL 2024 commemorative t-shirts. I got a few other tricks up my sleeve, but that'll come later. And so you can get this now. You might be coming down there, you want to wear it. You can get it if you're watching it on the live and you want to be a part of it. You might want to lie 20 years from now and say, I was there. Look, I got a t-shirt. It's like, I was at the Million Man March. And you see, this, you might be able to pull that off. Yeah. Really, Dad? Tell me about the Gathering of the Masters 2024. Well, son, it was a long time ago. And all the masters emerged. And your dad was there, too. Wow, Dad, you're like a hero. Put a little spiel on it. I already got a series of amazing stories I'm going to be telling Noble. And he's going to be like, Dad, Grandpa said he was in a gang.
And you be like, lying.
Yeah, a gang of goofies. That's what the hell your grandfather was lying. Yeah,
Dude.
That kind of stuff.
Oh, real quick. I actually have to get that commercial changed. So I changed the brand from Black Family Biz to the School of Excellence.
Let me clap that up.
Yes.
Hold on, yeah.
And this came after a conversation I had with Marcus. Me and Marcus were talking. He was talking about his business. I was talking about mine. And he said, I think you confuse people because of the family business part, because I think there's a lot of people who need your help, who want your help, but they think they need a family business to work with you.
Right.
So I think you need to open it up a little bit more. And and I'm stubborn, very stubborn. So I was like, nah. And then I spoke to my personal board of trustees, spoke to you guys, spoke to my lady, spoke to my mama, spoke to a couple of my friends, and they were just like, I ain't want to say nothing. I'm like, why you ain't say nothing? So,
well, I think being flexible and understanding that we don't have all the answers, we're trying to figure it out. Because we are a Black family biz, we were trying to inspire those. But if you read the 12 principles that we put together, a nice digital ebook for you, we were saying family is whoever you rock with. But I do understand the literal aspect. You don't want people to think, Black family biz is only geared toward that. It's geared toward anybody you in the trenches with that you consider family. It could be blood, it could be spiritual, that kind of family. And so School of Excellence is nice. Your book is called Urban Excellence. We Urban X, and the X stands for excellence. You know what I'm saying? And so, yes.
I think it all fits. So, online business, personal development, and excellence and success is all there. And that's where you can capture it. The YouTube channel is School of Excellence if you want to follow me there as well. At schoolofexcellence.com. So I'm going to change up all the material stuff like that. A new rollout. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I like it.
So, all right, so let's get to some more stuff.
Let's do it. Oh,
Wrong button.
that's for School of Excellence.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
See how I fixed that? Now let's get.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Real quick, fun fact. So you know the famous picture now of the bullet whizzing past Trump's head that's going around? That same photographer, Doug Mills, is the same person who caught the picture of the guy informing George Bush of the towers, of the guy in his ear, and he was reading to the kids.
The upside down book?
Well, the book isn't upside down, but that picture of him telling.
Isn't the book upside down?
I'm looking at the picture right now. It's not upside down.
You sure?
What? It's no book in his hand. It's no book in his hand.
Oh, but it was a book in his head at one point. But anyway, that's the same guy. What are the odds?
What are the odds? Yes.
What are the odds? Wow. So a monumental event took place, and he's the one who took the photo of them.
Yes.
And now he's the one who took the photo.
Yep.
Wow, he's lucky.
Everywhere.
In your lifetime as a photographer, you'd be lucky if you catch one magical moment.
Yep.
As a basketball photographer, if you caught the photo of D-Wade throwing it behind his head and LeBron, that is a once-in-a-lifetime photo. Certain things, and for him to catch two moments, wow, dealing with presidents, wow, he's good.
Yep, same guy. Same guy. So that was just that. I wanted to talk to you guys about there was a first of all, we didn't talk about Irv Gotti on the main show. We talked about him on the podcast. But if you haven't heard, he was just accused of rape and by Jane Doe, and apparently this has happened since from 2020 to 2022 in St. Martin, in Miami, and I think in Atlanta.
Now, I got more details on that, but go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
The more details I got was, according to Miss Jones, radio host, New York City, she said these he made advances toward her in one of them places or another place, and threatened that she wouldn't be able to go home if he didn't. Right?
Oh.
Then they were in a relationship, consensual, for 2 years after.
This is
So that's what I got for Miss Jones. Let me put allegedly.
Allegedly.
So this is where the story, and this is why when we were breaking this down and uncovered, we was like, it sounds weird, you know. So yes. So how could you get into a consensual relationship with somebody, and maybe he broke it off, and then she decided to remember of those times in which he didn't allow her to go home? It's weird.
Yeah, this gets murky. You guys. Okay, so we got to talk about California and Gavin Newsom.
Yes.
So Gavin Newsom, California rather, they become the first state to ban school policies from requiring parents to be notified about student gender identities. Right? So if your kid goes to school and then now wants to be a boy or now wants to be a little girl, they now do not have to inform you that as their parent.
Okay, so if my kid comes to school, because I just want to be clear on this, and when they leave home, they identify as my son.
Right.
But when they get to school, they identify as my daughter.
Yes.
The school doesn't have to inform me of this?
Yes.
The reason I'm being sarcastic is because generally when the kid leaves home, as a parent, you should know already what your kid identifies as.
Right.
If the kid gets to school and identifies as something else, I just find that to be weird.
So, you know what's crazy? There's actually people on TikTok who teach strategies to kids to how to hide stuff from their parents about regarding their gender identity.
Now we're talking.
Right? So they teach you how to go no contact, which agencies to call if you want to go no contact and stuff like that.
Oh.
So now the school is so now again, you leave home one way and you go to school and you act another way anyway. Right?
And that's a fact. That's a fact.
That's regular stuff. But now they don't have to tell you. The parents, because it is linked to gender identity now the teachers will go especially out of their way not to inform you.
What you said was critical because the school is providing tools to manipulate the kids or how to manipulate their parents.
Yes.
And so when school used to be an extension of the parents and the parents' philosophy on life, now the school is against the parents or providing options to hide and manipulate your parents. Because you know why? The state owns your children anyway.
Yeah. I was listening to this, I think reporter from like NBC, and she was basically saying like, your kids are not yours. Like they're community's kids now.
Yes.
Like they don't belong to you no more. Like they belong to the community now.
Which is a very sad thing. My mother used to say, boy, I brought you in this world, I take you out. I don't give a damn who you call. And you believe that shit. Now these kids will get on the phone and be texting in a group and have all of these agencies that can come in and tell you how to raise your child. And so that was the mission all along. You know what I mean? And so California, kudos to you out there for now just providing the law which supports the schools from doing what they're doing.
Sticking with California, Gavin Newsom had this fighting homelessness campaign that he was going on. $20 billion, I believe, that they had for this effort. A bunch of that money went missing, obviously. Now, there was a bill that was introduced to be able to audit where that money went. Okay? He vetoes that bill.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I'm not going to investigate myself and find any wrongdoing.
Absolutely. So that's what's happening. And for the people, because we were going to see if they might replace Biden, they might replace him with Biden with him. Rather, I don't know. His name isn't really good in a lot of
his name ain't good in them circles. Yeah, his name is not good in them circles. But as a politician, go ahead.
No, even amongst other politicians, people don't like him.
Right.
Because he just looks like the quarterback of the team, like of the high school team. That kind of got everything handed to him. So a lot of other governors and stuff like that don't like him, especially from the East Coast. They don't like him. I don't know what the beef is between New York and Cali. I'm just saying it goes everywhere. It's not just hip hop. It's not just it's everywhere.
Good point. And in politicians, all of them are dirty. So let's be clear. It's like you being a Catholic priest, and come on. You're a Catholic priest. You know what happens when you're a Catholic priest. So as a politician, it's the same program, bro. So I don't show me a clean politician and I'll show you, something else. I got a bridge to sell you.
Right.
Yep.
Let's get some questions. Let's get to some questions.
All right.
What's going on with James Dolan?
James Dolan is going against Adam Silverman and the NBA right now. What happens is the NBA just signed a $76 billion network deal that doesn't take place next year, the year after next. With all the networks, Amazon TV, it'll be a primetime game on every night, different channels. The problem with it is that they're distributing that wealth evenly over the 30 teams. Now, James Dolan's like, whoa. I'm from New York City. Our market value is automatically 10 times, 15 times higher than Charlotte or, or Utah or somewhere.
Yeah.
And so we should get a larger share of the revenue because we generate more of the revenue. But this is an evenly distributed deal over 30 teams, which will help a team like Utah. So now the value of Utah or Buffalo, Charlotte, Orlando, teams who don't have a big market share, now the value of those teams go up to be on equal value as LA, New York, Chicago,
Miami,
or Golden State. And so he has an issue with that. And I'm not sure he's wrong in that sense.
But this is one of those like fights that you start that has now your peers looking at you like, yo, bro.
Wait a minute. I believe some of the other teams like Golden State and the Lakers and those teams are probably in agreement. They might not say it publicly. He says it publicly, but my other, like you said, camaraderies in Charlotte and other places. But look at you. You're a small dog. I'm a big dog. Why are you eating from the same, that I am? And so just something to think about.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm Beyonce. You are Michelle and Kelly and what's your name way down at the end? You.
Latoya.
And we should all just get the money and split it even? Nah, son. Okay. Nah, as Letitia Lovely on our UX90 show would say. Nah, son.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Something to think about.
So, I saw this other interesting story. So there was a journalist for the New York Times, right? Her name is. Let me get it. So, a long story short, she was a journalist for the New York Times. She just got brought up on charges because she was actually a Chinese Communist Party asset.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. I'm not. Are you surprised?
No, but it's just like to hear about that in real life, like, yo.
Yeah.
Crazy.
She's a
like
spy.
she was. Yep. The woman, she was actually close with Nancy Pelosi as well.
Yeah.
And she was able to infiltrate her way. That is ill.
And listen,
I don't know.
This level of espionage and being on assignment, you could be on assignment for 20 years and live a regular life for 20 years gathering info. That's your assignment.
Yeah.
Until we have to move you into somewhere or we have to knock you off. We have to bring you somewhere and you die in a car crash or something, but your assignment, we watch these movies and we think the assignment is always, you coming in and you on somebody's computer, watch the door, download this information. And that's cool for movie's sake. But these assignments be 20 and 30 years,
Yeah, imagine it. Like,
yeah.
It's crazy.
Is that Connie Chung's cousin? That's what somebody just said. It was Connie Chung's cousin.
Who's Connie Chung? Who that?
She's a news reporter on ABC News or one of them.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that.
And side note, Malcolm, somebody did say the book that homie was reading, Bush, was upside down.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just looking at the picture. I was looking at that.
Just taking a few points, Getting my points while they out there, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. Did you guys see the ESPN top 100 athletes list?
Top 100 athletes of the 2000s. They keep making these damn lists, and I keep watching them.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. So I'll go down the first 10. So number 1, they have Michael Phelps.
Okay.
Number 2, Serena Williams.
Okay, great athlete.
3, Lionel Messi.
Great athlete internationally. Don't think just America. This guy plays soccer,
4, LeBron James.
Steroids. Yep. Kept him around.
5, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady also deflated footballs, cheated the game. Jew. Yep. Good choice.
6, Roger Federer.
Okay, yeah, he got that ball's coming 125 miles an hour. Pause. Yep. No Diddy.
7, Simone Biles.
She is double and triple jointed. She cheating just by doing the shit she doing. They be having committees to stop her, but they can't stop her because of, she's triple jointed. Okay, yeah.
8 is Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods, great athlete if you want to consider golf an athletic sport. I seen him hit the ball and then shake homie's hand before the shit went in the hole. That was embarrassing.
I didn't. So when I was younger, and he used to have these back problems, right? And I'm like, you golfing, bro. But when you think about the same movement over, and he is a perfectionist, same movement on your body over and over and over again. Those quick twitch like movements.
Yes.
It can wear on your body. It can wear on your joints. I have a newfound respect for them. So that's all I said.
And to hit that ball, pause, no Diddy, into that hole using, as Francis Wells Wilson would say, a large penis into a butthole 300 yards away, that's a skill. Yeah.
Okay. So 9 is Usain Bolt.
He's fast.
10 is Kobe.
Kobe Bryant completely mastered the ability of footwork.
I'm already missing. I'm gonna go down to 20. If I don't see him, I'm gonna feel away. Yeah, I don't see Floyd here.
Oh, Floyd Mayweather should be. Is he in the
He's not in the top 20. He is 25.
Wow.
I don't. You know what I'm saying? You got Kevin Garnett before him. I don't know.
I'm not sure about that. Where's Michael Jordan?
This is the 2000s. 2000s.
Oh, 2000s. Okay. Got you. Yeah, Floyd should be in there. And of course, this
26.
list is subjective, as they all are.
Yeah. We got a lot of tennis players up here. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Tennis is. My phone is getting ready to go dead. All right.
So, let's take some questions before we get up out of here, y'all.
Let's do that. Let's take a few questions.
Take some questions. I'm going to a wedding tomorrow. My cousin's getting married.
All right.
Cool. Congrats, Huda.
Congrats to Huda, who's found the love of her life. Okay. Nice. And obviously, wait a minute. You're going to need a babysitter, yeah?
Oh, yeah. You got him. I don't know if y'all... You got
Guess
him.
who's going to have no bowl?
I'm going to, throw him in I'm going to throw him in and close the door really, really fast. Throw him in with his bags.
Come on with it.
Really, really fast. Y'all have no idea.
Come on with it. Me and Mama Dot is ready.
Somebody said Friday wedding. I thought the same thing, but
I found out they're cheaper.
Yes,
I
they
heard
are.
the price of them are cheaper.
Yes,
and
they
so
are.
when you're a young couple trying to keep costs down, a Friday wedding, yeah.
Right? And they
Somebody
both
said,
doctors,
tell
so
Amy to catch the bouquet.
Me and her, we getting married. I don't know. We and her getting married over. She needs to do
Still
that.
catch it, Avery. Catch it and accelerate that.
What happened with Math Hoffa and Champ? Somebody inform me.
Math Hoffa. Is
And
that
Champ,
the
I don't
battle
know.
rapper?
Yeah, remember he has his podcast.
Oh, well, I all I saw is he had some dead chickens. When he opened up the barbershop, there was a bunch of dead chickens at the door. That's all I know. So I don't know what that means. I don't even know who Champ is. Who the hell is Champ?
Me neither. There's a certain part of the internet I just haven't been on in a little while.
Right.
And it's that part. It's that part. You know what I mean?
I have no idea.
So, Champ got caught stealing. Stealing what? He's holding on to cash? What's up?
Oh, okay.
I'll check it out. Oh, Elon Musk has been on Twitter. So I'm kind of I guess new to this, but he's been showing his racism like blatantly now. Like it was slick before and stuff
Right.
like that. It's like real blatant now. So apparently he is him and a few other billionaires are funding donating a lot of money to Trump's campaign, like a lot of money.
Okay.
I heard a rumor about $45 million a month to his campaign or something to that
Wow.
effect. And I heard other billionaires are doing the same thing. So
Trump?
I heard that. To Trump, yes.
And so what you're seeing is left hand, right hand, smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Keep
yes.
telling the people we not rocking with Trump, but yet somebody rocking with Trump because he keep getting a bunch of money out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
Right. But
Smoke
remember,
and mirrors.
every time one of these celebrities come out and say, "Oh, we need somebody else," I'm like, "You're lying. Like, you're
Yeah.
lying."
Yeah.
His tax codes benefit you, not the other, like,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? So you're
Follow
lying.
the money.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Somebody said Champ got caught stealing on camera from Vimy and tried to use a stolen credit card at Apple. Champ was the ex-co-host at My Expert Opinion. Did not know that.
Oh,
Wow.
I did not know that. Okay. So that's the hood shit that's going on. I
Yeah.
knew nothing about.
I knew nothing about that. Oh my gosh. What Math? I don't know. He need work with his co-host, man. Like it's always something with him and his co-host. What's up?
Yeah. So Jeff Bezos to purchase the Celtics, that's what we're hearing?
Oh.
I mean, come on, that's too easy.
Yeah, that's a lay. Like that's
But
him
now
being
he'll be
bored.
the richest owner, even over the Clippers guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just him being bored. Like you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I saw. So I wanted to talk about Elon Musk. He put up a picture of historically white comic book or cartoon characters who in live action were played by black people. And so let's say the Flash was played by a white dude, or has always been a white character, but now in the movie it's played by a white dude, or something to that effect. He compiled like a whole list and just like tweeted like, "Wow." And I'm just like, okay, like
former white superheroes now being played by black people.
yeah,
So is that a shot at Captain America?
probably yeah.
Right,
I think
the guy
he
in
was on
Captain
there,
America.
too. I think he was on there too. And it's just like, damn, like I know it must have been exhausting to try to hide that now, but now you have your own app.
You do
And
what you wanna
remember,
do.
I told you, a lot of the changes he's making to the platform was to kind of hide what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So he took away like public likes because he liked something that was racist as hell, and people called him out on it. So now your likes are private because he could stay private.
Well, that's the advantage of having your own platform.
Yeah,
I gotta say things in code here because this is not my platform.
yeah. I didn't say donating to Trump was racist. I didn't say that at all.
No, we didn't say that.
Yeah, I didn't say that at all. Amber Rose speaking at the Republican National Convention. People on the Democratic side was like, "Look at this is what Republicans think of you," because she was in some rap video as well. Looked crazy. She looked absolutely nuts.
Mm-hmm.
But then there were people rightly checking them with, "Take your booty to the polls," or "Get your booty down to the polls,"
Yes.
or "No voting, no fucking." Shake that ass, whatever. You know how.
Yeah. Back that ass up.
Back that vote up, or
Back
whatever
that
the
shot
hell.
up. What a wild shit. Yeah.
So I don't want to hear it. They
Back
both
that jab
suck.
up and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, they both suck. Okay, they both
Yes.
suck.
With
what
that
else we
being
got?
said,
Oh yeah, I guess that's it.
let's
That
not
being
try
said,
to.
guys, we appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Visit shopurbanx.com to get one of those Gathering of the Masters shirts and get some other amazing merch as well.
I might have to release another color of this too, Mama Dot. You know, a little something more.
Don't get
Yeah.
him thinking he's Virgil, please.
You know me, my vision when I might have to go with another color.
And we will see you guys on Monday. Or Sunday for the UX90, like we always do every Sunday.
Yes.
But Monday for the next episode of the pod, and we will see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.